What's up, you guys? So I got a chance to go and see Godzilla Minus One today. This movie kicks right off too. Like it starts off very strong, and then you just get more Godzilla later on, and it is just incredible. The movie, like all the way the characters, who they are in the movie, is all really cool. You know, nothing about it is typical, you know, like you have this typical character. And this is a big difference from Shin Godzilla because in Shin Godzilla, there was no main character to follow, no particular person, that we were following throughout the story. We were just following Godzilla. In this one, we follow this young guy. He's a kamikaze pilot. During his time in the war, he makes a pit stop that leads him to, coming face to face with Godzilla. And this is the time of World War II. So a little after the war and the bomb being dropped on Japan and the effects of that bomb, uh, it just made Godzilla a greater threat than it had already been. And after that, Japan found itself dealing with something that was just as big as what they dealt with when they were going through the war. So it was kind of sad to see, you know. I know that Oppenheimer came out a little while ago and people made comments about how Christopher Nolan didn't show the effects of the bomb and all that stuff. That ain't his job. That should be left to the Japanese. And this movie does that in a very entertaining way. They give you Godzilla with like tied into some of their history. And I like that. I like that. And I'm sure a lot of people, especially older people in Japan, will probably like, I don't know. It may resonate with them. It may like they may feel, some kind of connection there. I could be wrong, but the characters were like not like a motley crew, but the way they were put together, these are people that just ended up coming together because of the circumstance, you know, and that's pretty big because you got the war and you got Godzilla, so there's two major things happening that is interconnecting these people's lives, you know. So Godzilla was every time you seen him, he was terrifying. He was wrecking shop, bro. Like it was crazy. And his atomic breath was a bit different in this one, and it was extremely destructive, very destructive. And Shin Godzilla, when I saw that atomic breath, that creeped me out. This one was just as bad. They all seem to be a little bit different. The atomic breath for the Godzilla, they all seem to be a little bit different. But this one had to be like the one you definitely don't ever want to be around. They made him more like invulnerable. Like this thing was invincible. And they still had to come up with a way to stop him. And I thought that was magnificent. I just think I love when you could create a either some kind of character, a villain, whatever, and they're just indestructible. But then you still gotta find a way to stop them, you know. And that's the real magic of it. Watching these people work together and do that. And man, go see this movie, Godzilla fan or not. You got to see this movie. This movie is awesome. But if you are a Godzilla fan, you probably seen Shin Godzilla. If you haven't seen Shin Godzilla, This movie is a prequel to that. So it's okay if you haven't seen Shin Godzilla yet. You can watch this and then you can watch Shin Godzilla, which I definitely advise that you do if you haven't seen the movie. I'm going to be watching it sometime this weekend for sure because after watching this, I'm totally like I want to step on the gas pedal with Godzilla, man. I am 2 episodes behind on the Monarch show, so that's kind of gonna be my another part of my treat, Godzilla treat this weekend. 2 episodes of that and Shin Godzilla, so that's gonna be fun. But for you, I think some fun would be to get out to the movies and go see this. This was dope. Godzilla Minus One. Thumbs up all the way. Support this movie. Go see this movie in theaters. It is in Japanese, so it is subtitled, but it definitely, you got to see it on the big screen. So I appreciate you guys listening. I'm gonna be getting my review for the creator up pretty soon. I've already got it and I'm editing it now, so it should have gone up. But I'm definitely putting this up first because I just seen the movie today and I want to get this out here today so you can know this is definitely worth the ticket price. So thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take it easy.